What's up, guys? Welcome back to round 5 Madison Regionals VOD review. This round we got double Lele starts. We got Lapras. It's actually kind of funny, the Lele starts. We got Lapras versus BuzzRoc. So I think they're both either playing one Lele. Lapras is maybe playing two. BuzzRoc should just be playing one. We got Lapras going first. Did not see his hand. But he got the turn 1 Ultra Ball. So this matchup I think generally does favor BuzzRoc, just because the Lapras that can't one-shot a fresh Lycanroc, and the Lycanroc can easily draw like up to 4 prizes if they're unable to one-shot it. The way Lapras tries to get around that is they use Baby Shining Volcanion to spread the damage, hopefully spread on the Rock Rust, and then it sets up for the Lapras to get the one-shot. Lapras damage caps out with the choice band at 190. So we see double Ultra Ball off the start from Nick. So we got Nick versus Joseph. Ultra Ball, he's gonna get Remoraid. Lapras, you never like to see the choice band go like that, but the deck plays 4, so you should be good on that. And then followed up with a Sycamore. 6, 7. Ooh, it's a very nice hand. A very nice looking hand right there. We see Energy, Guzma. So I actually don't like this Ultra Ball right here. I think this is unnecessarily aggressive. I don't know what there's nothing to look for right here, really. He's gonna go in. Gonna grab Manny. This is unnecessarily aggressive. You already discarded a Guzma. You're discarding another Guzma. I would wait to see my top deck to discard it, and I would just get Octillery then. So I think it's a little bit too aggressive. He should just go attach energy, check max elixir, and I would be content with that. As another Guzma down, so now he's down to only 2 Guzma in the deck, and that's generally the way this deck closes out games is through Guzma. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that Ultra Ball right there. It's unnecessary to get Manaphy on turn 1. Like that doesn't do anything on your first turn. There's no reason to do that. I don't know if he knows what he's playing against. He is playing against the BuzzRoc. If he doesn't know what he's playing against, it's unlikely that BuzzRoc ends you turn 1. Yaka Patch, that's fine. So I would have much rather seen attach max elixir to bench, pass, and just go from there. It's a little aggressive with the Manaphy. The Ultra Ball was obviously much better for getting an Octillery next turn. You always want to draw those extra cards, see extra cards with this deck. This deck really heavily revolves around Lapras. Not Lapras, Octillery. The draw power from Octillery. The draw power from Octillery is super important for this deck. So I would have much rather I would have rather seen him hold the Ultra Ball. Don't Ultra Ball for mana. And a lot of decks just don't end you turn 1. You have the Malamar decks that look for Bridget turn 1 or Lily. Bridget or Lily turn 1. You have the Buzzwole decks that don't want to play down their Lele and only play 2N. And Zoroark decks that want to Bridget turn 1. So you don't have to be scared of like getting end and then not being able to find your Manaphy or something like that. Your hand is probably going to stick, and then you can choose to do what you want with the Ultra Ball on the next turn. Most likely getting the Octillery, because you can still afford the attachment to the active, because you'd still be discarding the energy with the Ultra Ball to get the Aqua Patch. So we see just the fighting energy to Lele and pass. So we're gonna look. Nick's definitely gonna be looking to get the turn 1 knockout here. All he needs is the Sycamore. No, choice band. Choice band. And if he had Octillery, he'd be able to draw that many more extra cards. Higher chance of getting the choice band. So we might see a quick one here. But it looks like stick around for one more turn from Joseph. So it looks like he plays the double Manaphy. I think I see the second Manaphy in hand. Attaches to Lele. I guess that's fine. GX. You know what? GX with the Paralyze. I actually like this. It stops him from being aggressive on his next turn off his draw. He can't like retreat to a Buzzwole or anything like that. He's debating what to do between Sycamore and I like the Sycamore here. You need to find cards. Like, you're getting rid of max elixir. The strong energy is not that big of a deal. Getting rid of the max elixir is a pretty big deal. But you need to find cards. If you you're putting a lot of cards back into your deck that you don't want to see. There we go. Brooklet Hill. Now he's gonna be able to find an attacker finally. Ideally, just grab a baby Buzzwole. I think. I don't think there's anything else to grab as long as it's in there. I don't think I saw it on the first pass through though, because your Lele is most likely going to be going down. Take a look again. I don't see the baby Buzzwole. Oh, there he is. Good. All right, yeah. Baby Buzzle for sure. I don't see that Yancey, though. Once again, I guess my eyesight might just not be very good. It might still be in there. But he goes for the GX, and I'm not a big fan of that just because, I mean, it's just likely you're... So, two things. This really doesn't make any sense. Either your Lele gets knocked out, or he goes for a Guzma knockout, which means he's just going to Guzma knock out your Buzzle GX. So then he just gets 2 prizes on more relevant attacker, and then Lele stays in play for him to clean up later. So this doesn't really make any sense to me, unless he has access to find another Pokemon here. Nope. Would have much rather seen the Baby Buzzle here, definitely. I guess he's thinking in terms, he does have the Beast Ring in hand, so I guess he's thinking in terms of Beast Ring. He'll Beast Ring next turn. And then he's going to go with the GX knockout probably on the Lapras. But then this does just make it like a very easy target for Nick to want to, if he has Choice Band Guzma, he didn't have Choice Band last turn, so he'd have to find it. He can find off the artillery. If he has Choice Band Guzma, he's gonna go after that Buzzle for sure. He's going to set up the Baby Volcanion with the Max Elixirs. I'm not sure I like that. I don't think that's necessary at this point. I think he can just close out the game with Laprases. I almost would have preferred to have seen him just grab a Lapras here. Look to set up another Lapras. There's no Rockruffs on the bench. This is the only reason you really ever want to use this Pokemon, I feel like, is to go with Rockruff. I guess you can make him switch if he wants. You can force him to switch, and then he gets the KO on the Remoraid, or most likely the Remoraid. I don't think you'd ever send up the Buzzwole. So you get the KO on the Remoraid, I guess, but even then, though, it doesn't feel great. The attachment to the Baby Volk. See, I think I would have personally rather seen... we see the Guzma. I personally would have rather seen the... Lapras. I also... Okay, he has the Choice Band. Okay, we're good then. Yeah. Thinking about Ultra Balling. I don't see why not, actually, right there. Ultra Ball, grab a Lapras, maybe. It sends 2 cards out of your hand. It was a Manaphy and a Brooklet Hill. You're never going to use those. He can't chase your Manaphy in this situation. So yeah, so this is the play I was talking about. If he has the Choice Band Guzma, you lose like everything. If you just get the Baby Buzzwole here, he probably goes KO your Lele. You can come in and smack this with the Baby Buzzwole, set it up for a Jet Punch later on. But now you just lose everything. He does a Brooklet Hill again. He does a Beast Ring in hand, so he's going to be able to transition to that. And this is why I didn't like this play from Nick. You're giving him Beast Ring, which means it's very possible that you get knocked out next turn through Beast Ring. And then you didn't even set up a Lapras to like respond to another Buzzwole. Like, you only really use him as an answer to Lycanroc or to set up Rockruffs to be knocked out through Lapras later. But when Joseph has no Rockruff on board, and his only way to KO this next turn is through Buzzwole, just set up another Lapras and just one-shot that Buzzwole and then one-shot the Lele, and then that's game. Even Choice Band on this Lele now, Guzma that knocks it out. Like, I don't like this Baby Volcanion setup over a Lapras here. It doesn't really make any sense. The Brooklet Hill, he's gonna get a Buzzwole GX, I assume. He might go for the Baby Buzz, but he has the Beast Ring in hand. So Buzzwole GX for sure. Grabs Buzzwole GX, Beast Rings to it, then looks for an energy attachment, and then knock out the Lapras. He might have to commit the GX attack here if he even has if he even wants to hope to win this game at this point. See what he goes with. But yeah, I really did not like this. I don't like setting up the Shining Volcanion on Nick's side at all. Definitely think this should be a Lapras. So there's the Beast, Choice, Sycamore. All right, he's got stuff rolling now. And I think Joseph over here is just gonna have to be like, well, I hope you don't knock this out, and he's just gonna have to go with the GX attack here, because I'm pretty sure if he Knuckle Impacts and if he gets knocked out, if this ever gets knocked out, he just loses the game. So you just gotta play like it's gonna live a turn, I think, is the best way to go about it. You could go for, the only other thing you could go for here is you could go for the Rockruff, I guess. Goes for another Buzzwole, and then hope to set up the Lycanroc on the next turn through a Max Elixir plus attachment. I think that would be a fine way to go, and then Knuckle Impact with this to look for the GX attack on the Lycanroc. He does have the energy attachment, but going for the Buzzwole definitely suggests that he is going to go for the Knuckle Impact. Let's see, another Remoraid. All right, Max Elixir. See, then the Rockruff would have been very good. I actually, yeah, if he has the Max Elixir in hand, I would have definitely gone for the Rockruff play. This allows him to Knuckle Impact with this Buzzwole, being like, okay, even if you knock this out, I have the response of Lycanroc to then, I don't know, GX Lele into Guzma Claw Slash the Manaphy. Yeah, so I would have liked to see the Rockruff here. He put the Lycanroc back in with a Super Rod. I don't know how thick his Lycanroc line is. So there's a Rockruff. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Rockruff come down here. He Ultra Balled for that, right? Unless I'm mistaken. I also don't like the Flowstone here. I would just retreat the energy Flowstone on the Octillery, I think. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna go back and make sure I was right on it. Did he Ultra Ball for another Buzzwole? He did, right? Looks like a gold Ultra Ball in hand there. So Octillery comes down. Attached to, yeah, Ultra Ball. So yeah, Ultra Ball for Rockruff there for sure, 100%. We're back up here. He Knuckle Impact. He GXs. So then GX is there too. So the GX is the right play when you commit to the other Buzzwole. But this should have just been a Rockruff here. For sure. Should have been a Rockruff here. There's Lapras. Gonna go an Ultra Ball. Those two. Definitely should look to set up the second Octillery if the pieces are in there. It doesn't look like they are though. Looks like he's just gonna grab a Lapras. It looks like the second Remoraid is prized. Not going for Lapras. I guess he's trying to maybe play around. I mean, he can't really play around Lycanroc at this point. With the 3 bench already. I think he definitely has to like go to attack with what's it called here though. Oh, okay, the energy switch. Very cute. I think he definitely has to go into attack with See, and here's the thing. So he still might be able to get. It looks like he's gonna get off the attack this turn. Who knows if he'll find the choice band? But he might not have just because he put the energy here. He should have definitely just gone for the Lapras setup last turn. Because of how the game was developing. Joseph's only response was this Buzzwole with the Beast Ring. Knowing that, you just want a Lapras setup. So why go to set up the Shining Volcanion? It doesn't make sense. Second E switch in hand, energy attached for turn. Also, no reason not to Ultra Ball for another Lapras if you're putting this Lapras in play. No reason to not put another Lapras. I don't think. I guess he maybe had access to Lele. Switch over. Baby Volk, that's fine. Would have been better on a Lapras. I don't know why he's not just getting a Lapras out here. Why is he not just getting another Lapras out here? Energy switch to Lapras. I guess this thing also can KO the Lele. If he gets the choice band here. He whiffed. Looks like he whiffed. Field Blower. Gets rid of his choice band. And really the Float Stone. Yep. I guess this does conserve the energy around the Field Blower. So now he has another Fear Retreater in place. So if he had put a Here and Retreat that, he wouldn't have any Fear Retreater in place. So this actually works out a little bit better. Just 160. So not a great turn from Nick, especially because Joe did GX, which means Joe's just gonna look to close out the game through Knuckle impacting here. He actually needs 10 damage more actually. And his bench is full, so Diancie or Regirock is not an option. He's already GX, so he's never doing this. So he's never attacking with Rockruff. Okay, so he did have the Remoraid in the deck. He just drew no prizes and then benched it. So he should have found that. There was no reason for him not to find it. Setting up the double Octillery in this deck is huge. I knew the Octillery's in there. I saw the Octillery. He definitely should have Ultra Balled for this then. When he played the Ultra Ball earlier. Because now he drew it instead of it just being in play. And there's never a reason for him to set up anything else. Because, yeah, so the Baby Volcanion does. So, say the Baby Volcanion is now fine, obviously, because it can knock off the Lele. He should have set the Lapras initially, so he could give himself the higher odds of setting up the Lapras for sure on this turn to hopefully knock out this. He whiffed the choice band, but he drew the Remoraid, so the next card could be the choice band. So if he had just taken the Remoraid out of his deck with the Ultra Ball, like he should have initially, then he maybe gets the choice band. Either that or gotten the Lapras, because I thought the Remoraid was prized. I didn't think I saw it. He didn't take it, so I assumed it was prized. So then you at least get the Lapras there to take that out of your deck to increase your chances of getting the choice band. Second Octillery on Joe's side. So Joe's actually in a really good spot to win this first game. Currently, I think definitely highly favored to win this game. Missile hand number 1, 2, 3. Max Elixir, another one. Yeah, he needs a Beast Energy, a Strong Energy, or a Choice Band for his active, so he doesn't want to attach yet. I don't think he has. I think it's 2 Max Elixirs, and then I don't think he's attached this one yet. I think that the attachment was been in there for a turn. If he has attached here, that was definitely a misplay. Missile hand for 1. That one comes down to how many Ultra Ball are left in your deck. If you have a lot of Ultra Ball left in your deck, you can hold that Abyssal Hand and then Ultra Ball on the other side of the Sycamore. I think he whiffed actually. That's pretty unfortunate. But he can actually Lycanroc this turn. Manaphy's fine. Lele better than Manaphy? No, I guess Manaphy's just better. Okay, so he has the saving grace of the Lycanroc. The unfortunate part about that is that now he doesn't have the Lycanroc off the N he should be expecting to happen from Nick on his turn. He should just be assuming Nick is going to end him next turn. So now he doesn't have access to Lycanroc to bring up a non-GX because we're assuming Nick will look for N plus send up Baby Volcanion. And now Joe does not have the Lycanroc as a gust effect. He has to find a Guzma. So a little bit worse, but definitely definitely going to be fine with it. So Nick sends up the Lapras, which doesn't make a ton of sense here because he needs to attack with the Baby Volcanion. So that means now he has to retreat 2 energy to retreat. He's thinking about Jet. He goes with Jet Geyser. I don't understand this play at all. Touch to that, and then he's gonna Abyssal Hand for 2. I'm not sure why he didn't just attach to Baby Volcanion, send up Shining Volcanion, attach to it, and then Cynthia. Or dig for N off Abyssal Hand, and then Cynthia. This does set up a 4 prize turn play. He's gonna, so also Joe definitely should have set up an auxiliary here. Nick has 4 prizes, so putting him on odd prizes is huge, even if it costs you an auxiliary. If he's going to Guzma around it, your auxiliary lives. If he's not, you keep your current hand and still have an auxiliary in play. And then you have 2 turns to find a Guzma knockout on a GX. So really no reason for Joe to not have sent up auxiliary here. The only play that comes out is Baby Volcanion could attack twice. It could attack once, knock out auxiliary, put 20 here, and then attack this or this, and then knock out that plus this. But you could just knock out the Baby Volcanion with this on the next turn if you whiff the Guzma to knock out a GX. And then you still have an extra turn as Joe. So sending up Lycanroc is actually can put him in a bad spot here because he can hit for 190, and then Nick can go Guzma Lele, Guzma Buzzwole, knock out those, and then clean up this off the bench. So that makes no sense on Joe's side to set up this over an auxiliary. Auxiliary definitely should have been sent up here. I still think Joe will win this game, but that was actually a pretty big misstep. That if the game was a little bit closer, could definitely cost him the game. And now we just see the retreat from Nick. He still sets up the same play where he can attack with Baby Volcanion twice. But you're hoping Joe does not have a Float Stone or a Guzma here. If Joe has Float Stone or Guzma, he wins this game. He Float Stone retreats, just knocks this out, and then all of a sudden there's no way for Nick to win next turn. If he has Guzma, he just wins the game. So Float Stone should win Joe the game. Guzma should win Joe the game. There's the Float Stone. He knocks out this with this Buzzwole. Probably. I don't think it really matters. And then there's auxiliary in his hand too, so that probably should have been played down. I think he forgot to play that down. Okay, we'll see the retreat. Should use this Buzzwole, right? It has 160 HP. If you get end, you want the extra strong energy or whatever in place, though, because then you only need Diancie to KO a Lapras or anything like that. Yeah, that didn't really make any sense to attack with this one over this one. It should definitely attack with this one. It makes no sense ever to attack with the one with the strong energy. You want to save the strong energy so you can make sure you can KO Lapras. So all you need to do is Brooklet Hill for Diancie. If you get end and then Abyssal Hand into probably exactly 5 dead cards, now you don't have the special energy in play. So if you get end here into exactly 5 dead cards, you could whiff the knockout, and then it would give Nick a chance to win. Actually, I don't think there's any way Nick wins this game though. Attaches to Lapras, knockout, and then we should just see. I think he has beast. I think Joe has beast energy in hand. I'm not sure. Choice band, there we go. Choice band work. He had choice band in hand. Okay, yeah, I knew he had some way to take the knockout. Okay. Oh, that was a pretty sloppy game. Both of them didn't play to their outs. I don't feel like fully. I think Nick should have won this game. Played. Opening turn's a little weird. The other thing I'm not sure about was he discarded the choice band off the second Ultra Ball. I almost feel like he just shouldn't have played the second Ultra Ball and just attached the choice band. The choice bands are so important in this matchup, actually. Yeah, I think I definitely would have liked to have seen him not discard that choice band there and just attach it. And just don't play it on the second Ultra Ball that he had in his beginning turns. The choice bands are super important in this matchup. That was game 1. Let's move on to game 2. We will have Nick starting. The matchup, like I said, I think is unfavored for Lapras, but not ridiculously so. It looks like he's starting with Lele again. I don't know if he plays the 1 or the 2 Lele, but it's just kind of unfortunate to start with Lele. Yep, Lele to Buzzwole is never a good matchup for Lele. So we see discard water, discard N. It looks like he's eyeing up going aggressively for the Baby Volcanion. which I'm not a big fan of. I think with, and there we go, get the Lapras. Okay, cool. Lapras. The hand has an auxiliary expand. Yeah, Brooklet Hill. Get the Remoraid for sure. Super important in this deck is to set up the auxiliary. Auxiliary, the draw power. Lapras needs a draw power, for sure. Set up the auxiliary. There we go. Ideally, find the other Remoraid if both auxiliaries in the deck. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I like benching. I also like using Jet Geyser here to force up the Baby Buzzwole because it's a little bit less efficient on what it does for the turn. Jet punching the active Lele and then like setting up the Lapras to be knocked out by Baby Buzzwole is a little annoying. So I would like to see the Jet Geyser here for sure. I'm not sure about benching the second Lapras actually. Oh, he does only run the. I know he only runs the 3 Lapras, so actually he can't really afford to bench the second Remoraid instead of another Lapras. He can't because he has Sycamore in hand, so he can't discard the Lapras next turn. But you could just hold it in hopes you get end. And he needs the Manaphy to go down as well, so he has to bench the Manaphy, which means he's probably gonna have to just get rid of that second Remoraid. Fortunately, he can hope to get end, and then save the Remoraid for later once something gets knocked out. Put it in play. So I do like him holding both here. Himself the option. He could also like draw a ridiculous like Guzma hand, and then he could put second Remoraid in play and like Guzma the Lele out of the active. But they don't play. Nick doesn't play float stones. I don't think. I think it's just the energy switch, which kind of acts as a float stone. You know, you attach water energy to Lele, retreat the Lele instead of float stoning the Lele, and then you energy switch it off to the Lapras or Baby Volcanion. So yeah, forcing into the Baby Buzz here is actually really nice because then the Jet Punch doesn't get to set up damage for the Baby Buzz. So we see both ends from Joseph going out into the discard pile, and I would assume Joseph only plays 2N like most Buzzwole decks. So he's at an end for like probably the rest of the game. He is going to be able to set up the 2-shot here on Lele. Hang on, I think there's one play I wanted to touch on real fast. Let's see. Joseph starts his turn. Brooklet Hill. All right, so you don't want to Brooklet Hill here. He knows he's Sycamoring for the turn. And he's going to Brooklet Hill here for the Remoraid, I believe. I want to see if Diancie's in here. I can't really tell. I mean, you also want to set up Rockruff if possible. So you don't want to Brooklet Hill here because you want to ideally set up as much as possible. So if you leave that, you already have your energy attachment for the turn. He's going to attach a Strong. He's going to attach a Choice. Then he's going to Sycamore. If you leave Remoraid in the deck, there's a higher chance you draw it off Sycamore, and then you could go Brooklet Hill for a Rockruff. So you want to save the Brooklet Hill usage until after the Sycamore. So the 80, and it looks like we see a top deck Max Elixir from Nick immediately. Hits it on the Lapras. Ideally, he wants to actually just like knock out this Buzzwole this turn. Yep, Manaphy has to come down, and then he gets rid of the Remoraid. 2, 3, 6. Ooh, not a very aggressive hand. He has the Ultra Ball, so and a Max Elixir. Actually, the hand's actually pretty aggressive. Take it back. He can Ultra Ball, find the auxiliary, and then he's gonna look for the energy switch. I think he only runs 2. I'm not sure. So he's probably not attacking this turn. Unlikely he'll attack this turn. He'll attach to. I don't know. He's a Max Elixir in hand, so he's gonna go with the Max Elixir first. He'll Max Elixir, put on Lapras. If he hits it. Maybe it's 2 Ultra Balls. Maybe he could go with the double Ultra Ball play to really dig this turn to try and get them out. There's an energy switch. All right, he whiffed the Max Elixir. So now I think it's where you concede trying to get off the attack this turn. Max Elixir, discard pile. Oh, he's going to go with the attach active. Oh, he's going to go for it. 3. Unlikely he gets it. And I don't think he got it. Fuel Blower. Those 2. So I don't understand the really. So he's a Bizzle handing for 3, but he needs. What's he? He's gonna set up the Lapras to collect. I don't like this either. This puts Lapras out there. It makes it so much easier for Joe to just deal with it now. I don't really like that either. And there's no way he's. Now he needs to get 3 energy on another Lapras on the bench to attack. I almost just like attaching to Lapras, leaving Lele in the active, and then seeing if Joe can get the knockout. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of just sending Lapras out there to collect. Your hand wasn't dead. For what I saw, the hand wasn't dead or anything. So I don't think he really had any real need to be super aggressive about that there. I don't know. We'll see. And with how slow Nick is drawing, I definitely want to see, the Rockruff come out. It currently seems unlikely that he'd be able to set up Baby Volcanion for the spread. That is now Nick's. The play Nick wants to go for right here for sure is the spread with Baby Volcanion. Energy to Buzzwole is fine. Yeah, Flow Stone. Just put the Flow Stone in play. This line for 5. Yep. Oh, almost one too many. Oh, two too many. Okay, I think they got it all cleared up. Cool. Oh, that's a gross hand though. That hand is not good. He has Guzma though, and he hasn't played a supporter. So I would actually like to see him Guzma up. Not the Lele. Okay, so this is just wrong. So this puts it in. He can respond. So Lapras can easily KO this now. He can respond with Baby Buzzwole. I don't think Diancie's in the deck. I'm pretty sure Diancie's prize. So he could respond with Baby Buzzwole with like a choice and a strong, but his hand's dead. His hand can't currently do that. I would have liked to have seen him Guzma up this and just hit this Baby Volcanion with Baby Buzzwole just to make sure Baby Volcanion can't attack next turn, and then set up the Rockruff. I think for sure Nick is gonna. This doesn't. The damage to Lele. Also, the damage to Lele it actually just doesn't do anything, really. It's a little bit easier to Jet Punch later on, but it doesn't make it harder for Nick to attack next turn. You want to make it harder for Nick to attack next turn. This thing has free retreat, Manaphy's in play. It has a water energy. I would have liked to have seen him bring up the Baby Volcanion or the other Lapras. Actually, yeah, bring up the other Lapras. Smack both Lapras. This Lapras doesn't have energy, so he needs that. He needs that extra piece on his turn, which then means he might not attack next turn. But instead, you're making it like really easy for Nick to get an attack this turn. He needs one card that accelerates energy plus energy attachment, which is really easy for his deck to do. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that play right there from Joseph. So there's the elixir. He has attachment in hand. Thinking about discarding one of those. It looks like he has 2 waters. It looks like he's thinking about discarding 1. Gonna go with discarding 1. Just thin out his hand. Looks good. Shuffle up. Water attached from hand. I don't know if he has supporter. He ideally just wants to see more cards. Energy attached from that choice went to Lapras. Energy attached from hand. That's good. Pistol for 3. 3. Akapash have the fresh Lapras. He's thinking about the Baby Volcanion. I would be fine with Baby Volcanion here because the Rockruff's in play, but yeah, I think the Lapras is just better. Retreat and knockout. So he still would have got the knockout, but you could have made it awkward for him, right? You could have made it a little bit awkward for Nick because you could have even brought up something like the Octillery actually and punched Octillery plus punched this Lapras, and then he's committed energy to the Octillery, which means that the energy on the Octillery could just be stranded there the whole game and be useless. It's still possible he finds something like the energy switch to move it off later, but he has to find that then. I definitely don't think bringing up Lele and smacking Lele plus Octillery is the play, though. That definitely does not seem right at all. Is that 2 cards under the Octillery? I actually can't tell. Is there water energy already on the Octillery, maybe? I don't know. Then he could have brought something like Manaphy, Strand Manaphy, whatever. Strand something. Flow Stone here is fine, I think, actually. Oh, nice. Double Max Elixir. He has yet to Brooklet Hill. He definitely should have Brooklet Hilled first to then on his deck by 1 card when he's dead drawing like this. Definitely should have Brooklet Hilled. For anything that is not a supporter card. Now he Brooklet Hills and okay, so 2 big things. He Brooklet Hilled before Octillery when he's dead drawing, and it should be pretty obvious what he would take if he takes anything off this Brooklet Hill. And the other thing was he didn't Brooklet Hill before Max Elixir, which means there's 1 more card in his deck that is not a basic energy. So it decreases his odds of hitting Max Elixir. He sees that right now. He's like, oh shoot, I should have done that. And there's second Remoraid, and I think he has a second Octillery in hand. So you always grab Remoraid here off Brooklet Hill immediately. So that's actually a pretty big blunder from Joseph there. Doesn't mean he would have for sure hit a supporter or hit energy off the Max Elixirs, but it's still the right way to go about it. So he's thinking about this, and then he puts it on the Rockruff, which means he's not getting a knockout this turn, I don't think. I don't know why he wouldn't just commit to the Knuckle Impact. He hasn't attached yet, as far as I know. 150. Okay, hold on. We're going to rewind that real fast. Maybe he's just trying to get the value out of this. This happens, he knocks out. Oh no, okay, I guess he has attached, right? He attached to the Buzzwole gets knocked out. He attaches to this Buzzwole. Oh, okay. So, and he whiffs the first Max Elixir. Okay, so no, this makes sense then. Okay, I thought that was still in play from last turn. Retreat, yeah, and then you hit with Buzzwole. Sets it up for Jet Punch. So now I can actually look for a Jet Punch where he goes Jet Punch, knockout Lele, Jet Punch, knockout the Lapras. That's like the ideal way for him to draw 4 prizes here. See what Nick has though. Excuse me. So if Nick can actually just like knock out the Buzzwole GX, I think that's what he would go for this turn. Ideally not with his active Buzzwole, just so he doesn't really give up that play freely of the... No, even if that did happen, that'd be fine, right? Because then he has the other Lapras to just knock out the following Buzzwole GX. So I think, yeah, Guzma here for Buzzwole GX on the bench is like the way to go about it. Using the fresh Lapras, I guess, is just the best way to do it too. So yeah, using fresh Lapras to knock out Buzzwole GX on the bench. He looks like he's going to set up the baby Volcanion though. I don't know if he has Guzma in hand. I think he does. Yeah. So I don't know why he's not. And we'll see how he fully plays out this play first. Yeah, so okay. He knows that Joe is pretty much dead drawing. Of how he just played out his last turn. And then he chooses to give Joe 2 prizes here. To try to, like, he's like, I'm gonna let you draw out of this dead draw if you can get it. So he knows Joe is dead drawing. But then he's like, here's 2 prizes. I'll give you a chance to draw to your dead draw. Instead of just attacking with this Lapras, and then he doesn't actually have anything set up to immediately deal with it. So this is guaranteed 2 prizes that Joe will draw. So there's no reason for Nick to give Joe these 2 free prizes at all. All right, we'll see how this goes. No Aqua Patch. Does he even have any water? Yeah, he's got plenty of water. And no reason for him to do that at all. I don't really like that at all. There's no reason not to attack with this Lapras over this Lapras, basically is what I'm saying. You're for sure giving Joe a potential out to the situation. Okay, we see Lycanroc. Okay, so here's where Joe, and he has the 2 Octillery in play. So Joe wants to play for the big play I was just talking about, where he goes this turn. Lycanroc cannot be knocked out, and he can make it so it's his only GX Pokemon in play. So before we even see how Joe plays it out, this is how Joe should play it out. He wants to bring up this Lapras, knock it out with Rogue GX, and then Jet Punch these 2 to death. He needs Choice Band, that beast. So he needs, if he has another Buzzwole in his deck, which hopefully he does. So immediately before even Abyssal Hands, he should go Lycanroc, bring up this, attach to this, then Abyssal Hand. The Lycanroc cannot be knocked out. So yeah, Lycanroc, bring it up. There we go. Good initial start. And then just attach to the Lycanroc. Yep. And then Abyssal Hand. 1, 2, 3. No, is it all bad? It looked like a Cynthia. I think we're saved. Yeah, there's a Cynthia in there. So it's Cynthia immediately. You can actually max elixir to the baby Buzz because you know you only need special energy to do the double Jet Punch knockout. So actually getting a basic energy and the max elixir out of your deck is pretty beneficial here. All right, he whiffed. It's fine. He also needs the baby Buzzwole, not the baby Buzzwole. He needs another Buzzwole GX. So I don't know if he has another one in his deck or if the 3rd one is prized. Let's see the Cynthia though. No, don't use the other Abyssal Hand. Use Cynthia here first for sure. Actually, at this point, I think you Sycamore. So let's go back and take a look at what's in his hand. At this point, I think you just Sycamore because you know what you need to close out the game. You need to Jet Punch next turn and knock both of these out. Otherwise, you're not going to win. You have to do that next turn. Let's take a look at his hand again. I don't like the Abyssal Hand for 1 to begin with, but because he does it, let's see what he gets. Yeah, all right, Abyssal Hand for 1, Sycamore. His hand is Basic Energy, Strong Energy, Cynthia. Both Basic Energy are dead. We know that doesn't win us the game. The Strong Energy is live if we get Diancie out of the prizes. But I'm pretty sure he's like 2 other strong left. So there's 2 dead cards. You need to use Guzma next turn. So Cynthia is a dead card, which means Sycamore is a dead card. If you Cynthia Sycamore back into the deck, so it's 3 dead cards. So you Sycamore here for sure. That's actually getting rid of. That's like a pretty big value discard there out of this hand. You Sycamore here for sure. But he's gonna go with the Cynthia. He's gonna put a bunch of dead cards back into his deck. Okay. Putting a bunch of dead cards back into his deck. Bit of a misstep there, I think, for sure, from Joe. Let's see what he's get. Bunch of basic energy. Yay. We could have discarded. All right. GX, knockout. Let's see what he grabs. I can't tell. Oh, it's just a lot of energy. A lot of energy. And we could have discarded 3 of them. We could have discarded a strong. Oh, 2 of them out of this hand. Strong and a basic. He finally got Diancie, though. That's good. We need Diancie. All right, so Nick's thinking. Nick has 2 prizes left. Don't want to send up Lapras. You don't want to make it easy for him to do the Jet Punch play. Oh, no, he has to bring him to Lele anyways. Yeah, so actually attacking with Lapras here is correct. You attack with Lapras, you do 190, and then Volcanion will clean it up no matter where the Lycanroc goes. All he's worried about here is the double Jet Punch play onto the Lele. But Joe's hand is not looking great. 2 of those cards could have been in the discard pile, including the Sycamore. But I don't know if Joe saw the game plan of knock out this and then knock out these 2. And I don't think he understands that he has to win in 2 turns or he can't win the game. He won't win the game because Nick will win first. I don't know if he sees that. And I think that's actually what's going on right now is he doesn't see that. That he doesn't see that Nick is just going to win the game in 2 turns. This turn and next turn. So he paralyzes the Lycanroc. That doesn't really... So this is also just... I actually just don't like this, actually. Okay. So it looks like neither of them see how the game should end. So Nick sees it as... I mean, Nick should still probably win next turn anyways, but Nick should understand that for Joe to win the game, Joe needs Guzma. And if Joe needs Guzma, then this play doesn't do anything because it moves the Lycanroc. So you may as well just hit this for 190. So now Joe could Guzma up the Manaphy and pass. And then if Nick doesn't have a Guzma, I hope he does in his hand. That's why he made this play. Then it's possible that Nick could not win, could whiff the win on his next turn. So if you just hit it for 190, this thing cleans it up no matter where it is. And if Joe's only win condition is Guzma on the Lele, paralyzing this thing doesn't do anything. It literally just doesn't do anything. So you just hit it for 190. This wins the game 100% of the time. See Joe draw. His hand is not looking very good. I really want to know if he has the last BuzzRoc in his deck or not. He has the Beast Energy. Looks like he's gonna go with the Scoop here. Okay, I'm really curious if he had the... Okay, it was prized. Last BuzzRoc was prized, so that was never a win condition, I guess. But still, on Nick's side, Nick should know... Nick doesn't know the last BuzzRoc is prized, so Nick should be thinking his only way to win is to do the Guzma double knockout. So just hit this for 190. Paralyzing it doesn't do anything. Go from there. So the Buzzwole wasn't the prizes, unfortunately. All right, game 3. I don't think this one actually concludes, but we'll see how they play out the first couple turns. I think... All right, we're gonna see an immediate classic basic level Brooklet Hill mistake here from Joe. Sand again. I think I see a Floatstone in hand, so I almost like the Floatstone on the Baby Buzz. I definitely don't like... Okay. Let's talk about the basic fighting energy. So Nick opens Lele, and if anything, he might push up a Lapras and collect. So you want to like represent a way to 2-shot with the Baby Buzzwole. I'm almost... Let's confirm his supporter is N in hand. It is N. All right, so let's talk about this then. You don't want to attach actually at all here. You want to look for a strong energy or a beast energy because you want to like pressure a 2-shot on the Lele instead of hitting it for 50, maybe 80 with the Ansi and Choice Band. If you get the strong or the beast, it just becomes that much easier. You need that many less pieces and you give yourself that many more opportunities to draw the cards that present the 2-shot on the Lele. So the attachment here is wrong. He shouldn't attach here. He should end and look for an attachment. He shouldn't have Brooklet Hill. I actually would have liked to see the Floatstone on this Baby Buzzwole. And then play the N. Don't Brooklet Hill immediately. You want to set up as much as possible. So you want to hopefully just draw, especially on your first turn where you're not digging for anything. Finding Max Elixirs is nice, but they're not necessary this early. You're not looking for Beast Rings. You're just looking to set up Pokemon and attach energy every turn. So don't Brooklet Hill yet. Attach Floatstone active. Don't attach energy. Play N. Hopefully draw the Remoraid off the N. And then Brooklet Hill for a Buzzwole GX maybe. Maybe a Rockruff, right? Look for a special energy for the Baby Buzzwole. Maybe just hold the Floatstone actually, because then we have the option of Choice Band on the active Baby Buzzwole as well. So yeah, put the Brooklet Hill in play and then just play N. Don't attach energy. Don't bench any of that. Just play N. Having the Floatstone makes it tempting to go search for a Pokemon to put Floatstone on, but it's not necessary. You'd rather be able to like increase your chances of just setting up on turn 1. So we'll see him draw the 6. So if Remoraid had been here, he could have drawn Remoraid off this and then Brooklet Hill for something else. Okay, he gets a Rockruff. That's cute. He whiffs the energy attachment, which is unfortunate, but you still want to play around. Like you play so many energy in this deck. Shouldn't play around whiffing the energy. I also don't like this Max Elixir here. I think you should just hold the Max Elixir. There's no reason to be aggressive with Max Elixir in this matchup. He's not gonna very unlikely he knocks you out going in one turn of play to knock out your active. So that's the only reason you'd really want to like get the energy in play. I would just hold it. That way you have the potential to like pop off with like a Buzzwole next turn or something like that. So we see an immediate Ultra Ball from Nick. I don't see a reason not to grab Remoraid here, unless they're both prized. I didn't see any. I see double auxiliary, one Remoraid. There's at least one Remoraid. His hand, his energy. Oh, so he has to go for a Lele here, actually. Because his hand is just actually dead. So he has to go for Lele. Or not. Did I miss something in his opening hand? Brooklet Hill. Oh, Lele is prized, actually, I think. See that hand again. Because then this is definitely a misstep on Nick's side. There's no reason for him not to just... That's why you Brooklet Hill first, usually. When you have a dead hand and you're not sure about the Ultra Ball. So in this situation, you would Brooklet Hill first. Okay, so now he left himself with a dead hand when he could have Ultra Ball. Oh, he has Collect, though, actually. I forgot about Collect. If you get the Collect off, I guess it's fine. I don't know. I think I still would have... No, Collect's fine. Collect's fine. I forgot about Collect. Collect works. I was going to say he probably should have Ultra Ball for Octillery, Brooklet for Remoraid, but Collect is... I'm cool with Collect there. Collect's cool. I don't know about that. What are you gonna hit it for 60? What were his other options? Did he maybe not have any other options? If he doesn't have any other options, I guess that's fine, right? Doesn't really leave himself. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a choice if he doesn't have any other options. I think maybe his only supporter was the Guzma. If he had a different supporter, I definitely would have liked to have seen him like dig for a strong energy or a beast energy plus Diancie. Diancie is right there. So he can swing for 80. Yeah, if he could swing for 10 more damage, or if he had like a strong instead of the basic energy, you definitely want to get Diancie here, because that way the Manphy's in Jet Punch range on the bench. He was in his hand. Attaching there, it's fine. I almost don't hate setting up for swing around, but this is just the safer attachment here. So Nick should just be ready to go. He's got Ultra Ball, so he can find the Manaphy. Or not Manaphy, Octillery. He has the Manaphy. Start with Brooklet Hill, that's fine. Probably just grab another Lapras. Oh, he didn't prize the Lele. He opened the Lele. That's right. Looks like he prized Lapras. His third Lapras. And this is why I really like 4 Lapras in this deck, because if you play 3 and prize 1, it's actually a huge deal. It's your main attacker. Yeah. Definitely a slightly greedy list there with the with the 3 Lapras. It's a little greedy. Getting rid of the Max Elixir sucks, but I don't think he really has a choice. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he has to hold on to the Baby Volcanion and the Lapras for sure. Definitely has to hold on to the Lapras, and then you probably just also have to hold on to the Baby Volcanion. Oof. He's actually really close to getting the attack off with a Guzma. I'm not sure he would even go for that. Like the GX attack on the Rockruff would have been okay here, I think, from Nick. I would have actually liked to have seen that. That would have been a fine attack, I think. That removes a threat of the Rockruff, and you can just kind of go from there. But he whiffed the energy attachment. He does have the Sycamore, which he will go for, but he whiffed the energy attachment to pull off the Guzma play. I think I would still like to see him knock out the active Baby Buzzwole. Maybe not. No, I think I would like to see him knock out the active Baby Buzzwole, I think. Or actually anything on the bench is better. So yeah, using the Jet Geyser. I always forget about the ability on that thing. Knocking out anything on the bench is definitely better. And I think Joe has to sacrifice the Remoraid or the Rockruff here. Yeah, I think you have to go with Rockruff here. I don't think you can not go with Rockruff here. AzulGG is also... AzulGG is questionable. I think Rockruff is definitely the right way to go, though. Yeah, we still see the Rockruff here. I don't think he's attached return yet. Unless I missed something, maybe he already did attach return. No, I guess he hasn't. Yeah, so yeah, but it has to go on the active. That's right, because he needs to move the Manaphy. There we go. Move the Manaphy. And then I want to see the... Oh, he's not going to GX. Okay, so now this thing is actually stuck active on the Blizzard Burn. I don't like that. I think I would have liked to have seen the GX attack there. We got 30 more seconds though in the round, so we're definitely looking at a tie here. This one is definitely not gonna finish out with Nick just trying his first prize. From this situation, I think. Oh, there's Lele. All right, so I think probably we would have seen. No, I guess it's still close. If we didn't see a supporter out of Joseph here, I think Nick probably would have definitely walked away with this one. But seeing a supporter here from Joe, would have been close. I maybe still even favor Joe in the situation, because he has the second Rockruff ready to go and everything. Yeah, I think I would still maybe. I think I would favor Joseph here. Now he's like really set up, starting to get rolling. He's not gonna be able to do anything huge this turn. I don't know if Nick is gonna be able to do anything big on his next turn either. So he'll still be in a fine situation. He's second auxiliary in deck, so I don't actually like discarding the Remoraid there. He's gonna get Diancie. I don't know if the Diancie damage is relevant actually really here. He hits for more damage, but just hitting for more damage sometimes doesn't really mean anything. He's there, Abyssal for 3. Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen the second Remoraid come down. I don't think the Diancie really does anything. I don't know what he was really looking for here. I guess if he'd hit another Max Elixir, he could have gone for like a Knuckle Impact or something for a knockout, which would have been fine. But hitting them for like this, for the 80 damage, really doesn't do anything because you have to like go into a Knuckle Impact or something like that to clean it up anyways. So there's really no reason to be aggressive about... Okay, there's the Guzma. Yeah. Guzma that up. I also don't like the extra energy attachment on the Buzzle there. I think it would have been better on the Rockruff for this situation that just happened, where if he just has Guzma, which is actually really likely that he has the Guzma, you just get fully punished and you just get overcommitted energy to the Buzzwole. So I'd like to see that other energy on the Rockruff. And then just hit him with the baby Buzzwole. Don't look up for Diancie though. Get the second Octillery going. Like that damage there, like I said, doesn't really do anything on that damage on the Lapras doesn't really do anything. 80 damage. You would still hit him. But like getting the Diancie over the Remoraid doesn't make any sense because the extra 20 damage just doesn't make a difference. You would still probably look for a GX attack with the Lycanroc here on this benched Lapras into Claw Slash this into somehow clean up the Manaphy as your 6 prizes. So if you just didn't overcommit the energy here, knowing it's very likely Nick has the Guzma, just go into the Lycanroc, knock out this, Claw Slash this, or even like kill this with like the Baby Buzz if you wanted to. You have options. Said he commits it pretty weirdly here, energy weirdly here, and then I guess Diancie for pretty much no reason. When you can like the 2/2 Octillery is just so strong, there's no reason not to get it. But yeah, I think we're gonna see it. We're seeing a tie here for sure. But just even at the end, we've seen some missteps. Yeah, I think this one's just gonna pan out to a tie. He's going with the Ultra Ball, shuffle up. He evolves to Lycanroc but doesn't use the ability, so now he can't Max Elixir there. So you just hold the Lycanroc in your hand and Abyssal Hand for 1 less. Definitely. I think he's thinking if he can Jet Punch it to knock out, but he's gonna have to go with the well, now he just has to commit to the GX because he's never gonna use the GX on the Lycanroc pretty much. So he gets the energy down. Only 1 energy. He only had 1 energy in deck. Because he drew the other one off the Abyssal Hand. Retreat, and he can hit for 80 again. This actually sets up for a double Jet Punch, though, actually, to knock out Manaphy plus this, right? Yeah, so that's cute. But he used a Lycanroc already. He definitely should have. So that's the one thing. You just hold the Lycanroc there. You leave it open for Max Elixir play. Yeah. It's definitely not... definitely a mistake there by just evolving the Lycanroc for no reason. Even though this game is winding down, I don't know how seriously they're taking the end of this game. I don't think there's going to be a winner. I'm pretty sure this does go to a tie. Nick might actually have 2 turns left. I'm pretty sure he doesn't though. If he does have 2 turns, it is possible for Nick to win. Actually, I think likely that Nick wins if Nick has 2 turns left. Can still win off that. I don't know why he did that play though. He can still do it. He can still hit this for 190 and then use this guy to knock out Octillery and that for his last 3 prizes. But now Joe can just make this his target and just knock out this, and then there's no way for Nick to win the game on his next turn. So I'm not sure why. If he does have 2 turns left in time here, there's no reason for him to Jet Geyser. You just retreat to this Lapras, take the knockout with this Lapras, and then you look for Guzma to knock out Lele or AzulGG to close out the game. So that makes no sense. To Jet Geyser there. If he does have another turn in time. So yeah, here he is. He's going to come up. He's going to do... He might GX it. That still doesn't set him up to win the game, though. The only thing that sets him up to win the game, though, is... he's going to GX it. Okay. And it's a tie. Yeah. So the Jet Geyser... I don't know how seriously they're taking the end of this game because I think they both knew they were going to time. So I don't know how seriously he was taking this game. But the Jet Geyser, if he was seriously using Jet Geyser for that situation, there's no reason to. You just knock out the active and you look for Guzma to win to close out the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they tied. So that's gonna do it for round 5. Like, comment, subscribe. Gotta get used to saying that. In the comment section, I want to know from you guys what you want me to touch on more in these videos or touch on less. Am I over explaining some things? Am I under explaining some things? Am I not bringing up situations at all that you guys want to hear about? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be back with round 6 soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.